ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. Glad to be back with you guys after a wonderful weekend. We have another great show planned for your viewing and listening pleasure this evening. Tonight, we have royalty joining us. We have the sister of a history-making woman in music. She is really one of the original queens of Motown. She is just dynamic, to say the least. We are honored this evening to welcome Miss Celeste M. Moy, the sister of musical royalty Sylvia Moy, who Sylvia created so many songs, you guys, that you just would not believe. It is like taking a trip back down memory lane. She was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She's written songs for Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, you name it. Her sister will be here tonight to talk about how they are preserving her legacy, as well as there's an opportunity for those of you who may be wanting to get into the music business. This is a huge chance, and we're going to share it tonight here on the show. So we'll be talking to her at the bottom of the hour, okay? Kay Renee is sitting in the co-host chair. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge is where you can find her. We just love and appreciate her. Good evening, Kay Renee. How are you? And welcome to Monday again already.
I know. Hi, Chat Daddy, and hello to our viewing and listening audience tonight on Monday, August the 15th, 2022.
I know.
This month. But you know what? Is Leo season is about to end. Virgo season is about to begin. And y'all know, come September 1st, my song the whole month will be Earth, Wind, and Fire's Do You Remember?
Oh, boy. You know what? I got to give the Leos a shout out. I know so many Leos, and these Leos have been celebrating like nobody's business. And they have no trouble letting you know this is Leo season. So now we're going to tip over into Virgo season very soon. And of course, my co-host would be a Virgo, huh? How about that?
Of course.
Well, I can't wait for Scorpio season. How about that?
I know. So when Scorpio, because we're gonna celebrate like it's 2022, not 1990.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I don't look, even though I wouldn't mind going back to that year, I don't think, at this point I can still stay in 2022. I can do that for sure. Yes. All right. Well, we have a great show planned for you guys. Since the last time we were on the air, a lot of news stories have taken place. We're going to cover all those news stories. And then don't forget, at the bottom of the hour, we're going to talk to really royalty about preserving a legacy and giving a wonderful opportunity to someone out there who needs that opportunity. And we're all about opportunities on this show. Well, Kay Renee, I checked on the latest COVID-19 numbers. Of course, I didn't see them being released today. So tomorrow night when we're on the air, I'll give the latest COVID-19 update numbers. So I'm going to let you start off with our news tonight. Go right ahead with what's going on in news.
Well, before we went off the air last week, we knew about Emmy Award-winning actress Anne Heche, who was in a very terrible car accident. Her car apparently veered into a home, burst into flames. At first she was conscious, then she slipped into a coma. Well, we now know that Anne Heche has made her transition. Unfortunately, on Friday, she was declared brain dead, but because she was such a giving spirit, she was an organ donor. So they had to preserve her organs. But although she was declared brain dead on Friday, now she has fully transitioned. So, she was only 53, but she did such a, her career just spans 3 decades. But what she is really known for, even though she started in the soap opera world, another world, but what everybody knows her from is the relationship that she had with Ellen DeGeneres.
That's right. Yes.
That Ellen did honor Anne in her own way. But it's just, I think before the end of the year, all right, we're going to have to just go over who has left us.
In memoriam.
Because there's
we're going to have to.
Many people, people who are famous, some who are not so famous that are personal to both you and I. So
Right. Yes.
this is just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to live your life now. Everybody talks about the past, people talk about the future, but right now we need to start living in the present.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It really, as I was looking at the stories today about the passing of Anne Hayes, first of all, as you said, she was an organ donor. The hospital where she passed away had the honor walk, and the honor walk is where all of the staff at the hospital line the hallways when the now deceased has moved on, so their organs can be harvested to give to the next person. So the hospital did give her the full honor walk. Her first husband made a beautiful comment. He is the father of her first son, who is 20 years old, and just talked about what a person, tremendously great person she was. Everybody you talk to says that she was a dynamic mother, very caring and concerned. She also left a younger child who they said, of course, is feeling the pain of losing his mother, but is in great care, and that everybody will make sure he gets the best of everything, which I'm sure he will. And what hurts me more than anything is when people are hurting mentally, people just do not understand the anguish and the pain that people go through when they are hurting mentally. If we don't see pain on people, or we don't see them in the hospital, we have no sympathy for mental health. And as I said Friday on my social media pages, I wish Anne peace on her next journey. Absolutely. Whatever it may be, even the lady whose house she crashed into, she even made a beautiful statement today. She and her 2 dogs were spared, and she said that she feels so bad for her children that are left, the family, all of that. And what a way to go. And then just to see her on that stretcher when they pulled her from that wreckage, and she was fighting to try to get off the stretcher.
I know.
I just, so it just goes to show you that a person always, even though what happened was something that we wouldn't understand, she definitely was trying to justify herself even in her final moments. And my thoughts and prayers do go out to her entire family.
And another passing, maybe she was not as well known as Anne Hayes, but she was known in our hearts. Denise Dowles, she was an actress, a producer. She starred in numerous television shows and films. For those who may not know 90210, perhaps, I remember her in Law and Order. She played a female Black judge. And in Law and Order, it's rare to see a sister judge, right?
Right,
but also
right.
She starred in Charmed, which that's a series I absolutely love. She played the Angel of Destiny towards the very end of the season. And
I remember that.
Miss Denise, she had caught a case of viral meningitis, and that's what she succumbed to. So, she was 64. Her sister had announced her passing over the weekend. And, again, it's just anytime I hear passings, it just hurts my heart, because I know another soul has left this earthly plane. And people who leave here, I know they were loved and cherished. So, it's just as I said, we've got to start caring for others, because you don't know when your time is coming, and hopefully you've done right while you're here. So when you leave here, you can be celebrated, because the saying goes, when a baby comes, the baby cries, but when you leave here, you should rejoice. It's always the opposite. So
that's right. That's right.
Go out to Miss Denise's family.
Yes, mine as well, too. And to everybody who transitioned. I also real quick want to acknowledge something that happened here in Chicago yesterday. We've been having just so many young people being shot and killed and just horrible. But yesterday, about 5 a.m. in the Jackson Park South Shore area of the city, some young men were out in the streets. I heard it was an altercation, whatever the case may be. They were leaving a popular LGBTQ club on the south side of Chicago when they got mowed down by a car that was doing 100 miles an hour. And the sad part about it is, yes, 4 young men got hit. 3 of the young men passed away. They were all under 30. just sad. But if you were to see the video of what happened, it is just horrendous. And what I'm not understanding, but I come to find out it was somebody's dash cam video that caught it. And then I guess a police surveillance camera. Well, of course, the police is not going to release that footage, but the person who had the dashboard video camera released the footage, and it was the most horrific thing. The young men were standing in the middle of the 7000 block. They ended up landing on the railroad tracks. That's how bad the impact was.
Oh my God. And
that's how bad it was.
There was not a train that was trying to pass, because that would have been just ridiculous. That would have been just...
Well, period, just getting hit at 100 miles an hour. Right. And the way they were tossed up in the air, when they finally showed it on the news, there were shoes all in the streets. And again, I feel so bad for these young men, as well as these other young people who have been shot over the weekend. I just, somebody said on social media, and we've been saying this on this show for quite a while now, we are really living in our last days. And I almost hate to say it, when you look at the news, is worse than any horror film you've ever watched. One thing we try to do is report the news here, but we also try to give encouragement. We try to, let people know what has happened, because a lot of people did not even know the severity of what happened to these young men. And the car was actually found 4 blocks away from where the incident happened. But this is what kills me. How the hell y'all don't know who that car belonged to?
Was it stolen?
That part I don't know. No, because they said this was an intentional hit. This was an intentional hit.
Karma got a spot for that person who drove the car.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So our thoughts and prayers go out to all those people. One of the young man who did survive, I know his mom, and I'm sending just hugs and good energy. Oh, absolutely. I didn't know him, but I do know his mom, so
that's family. That's considered family.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
The mother,
absolutely.
Then that's
yes.
family.
Oh, absolutely. Like, right. It would be as if he was my own child.
That's right.
So
family.
I am just devastated by what happened yesterday morning here in Chicago. So
and then let's not forget what happened yesterday. For those who love to ride those roller coasters up in Six Flags in Gurnee, Illinois, there was a shooting out there. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Well, it was in the parking lot. In the parking lot. Right. In the parking lot. But they said, imagine thousands of people were in the park enjoying themselves. And what they heard was active shooter. So they said people were piling into bathrooms, underneath things, just to me, it's sad that we cannot even enjoy things that are very much a part of who we are, our childhood, our, wanting to take your family to do things. And here you have this kind of stuff happen. So I don't know, just be very careful, ladies and gentlemen, and just be mindful that we're living in a world now where things are just chaotic and heinous. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so sad. It really is. Well, what else do we have in news? Speaking of chaos and heinous,
and pandemonium now. When I saw the video to this story, I immediately thought of you, because you've been in the aviation industry for quite a while. So let me just set this up for y'all. Let's say you going wherever, but you flying out of Midway with O'Hare, out of Spirit Airlines, and you're witnessing an altercation, but not fighting yet, just altercation of words. And this Spirit employee got very close to a female passenger, or should I say the female passenger got close to the Spirit employee, and there was some heated words exchanged, and I mean very heated. And as you watch the video, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady, and I use that term very loosely, came upon this Spirit employee literally penetrating his personal space. Now, all y'all know, when you penetrate a personal space, one or two things are going to happen. Now, if you have, if you're intelligent and mature, you're going to try to back away. Some of
Right.
us, if had a bad day, they're going to keep confronting. And that's exactly what happened. And the female passenger or customer went up past this Spirit employee space. She went out to strike him, and that was all she wrote.
Well, let me interject this as well too. She used several homophobic slurs.
Yes, she did.
And I want to warn this audience as well as anybody else who may be paying attention. Whenever you use the word fag, F-A-G, that is a word that right. But if you use the word fag, I don't care whether gay or straight, you have invited yourself to an ass whooping.
Hey, repeat that again slowly, Art.
Yes, let me right. And this is coming from the gay man. This is coming from the gay man. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna share a story with you. I was working on a job one time, and one of my coworkers called me a fag. I went in and told my boss, and she said, "You got to be kidding me." And I said, "No, he called me a fag, right?" So she called him into the office, and I was sitting there at the office, and she was trying to get our story, right? Mm-hmm. And when he said, "Yeah, this fag," she said, "You fired." She fired him right then and there. She fired him right then and there. She said, "No, sir, you will never be able to use that." And what people don't realize, fag is even derogatory to gay people. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a horrible word for you to use to say fag. And when that woman said, call that man a faggot and kept using homophobic slurs, then she went to hit him. I knew it was on like Donkey Kong. It was on. He body slammed her in that airport. But now here's the sad part. He's going to end up losing his job. Unfortunately. He's going to lose it. Spirit Airlines said that he was a contractual employee through a vendor that they use, that he is now currently suspended. He's probably going to end up losing his job because, again, when you're in that business, I was in that business for years, you are not supposed to retaliate against the passenger. Now, if I had been standing there with brother, I'd have whispered in his ear, it's called workman's comp. I'd have let her whoop me every which way but loose in that airport. I know his pride was there. I know he was trying to be a man. I know he was trying to be all of that. But guess what? She'd have been able to whoop my ass up and down that concourse, and I'd right now be sitting up on workman's comp and talking to me an attorney. Because
and not only that, she would be sued. I guarantee. She would be, and I'll make sure she would have a pot to piss in and nothing to carry out when I would be done. But that's right. It's very difficult because words like that, words do matter. Just like if somebody called me the N-word, because I'm going to look at you real fun, especially on a work setting. I'm going to look at you real funny, and I'm like, repeat that again. And I have something called a phone and so, repeat that. Okay.
Yep. I tell people the only time you should ever use the word fag if you're in Britain and you're asking for a cigarette. That is a terminology for a cigarette in British terms. Otherwise, you should never, ever use that against somebody that's homosexual. You should never, because it's the most derogatory thing ever.
I wouldn't use it even if it's appropriate in Britain. Wouldn't do it.
Yes.
Because we know what words hurt and words do matter. So
that's right.
When I saw the video, I said, this is wrong on all accounts. I felt bad for the Spirit employee because I know he was just like, I have had it up to here. You know? But as far as her, though, I said, if you're going to play this like you a woman, but you fight like a man, guess what, boo? Consequences will result.
That's right. That's right.
If you big enough to call, especially using that word, you better deal with the consequences. And I mean, as I said, he should be on the Chicago Bears because he tackled.
Yeah, he should. He
really
did. He did.
Bears,
he did.
Y'all may need him for the season. How about that?
Well, and then the other argument was the other people who jumped in at the airport and was kind of like, hey, dude, you're not supposed to hit a woman. But then I also think that, in no disrespect when I say this, women need to stay in their place. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that in an eyebrowing. What did you just say? I meant if you a lady, there's a certain way you handle things. Act like a lady.
Act like a lady. That's exactly. That's my point.
That's right.
I said, if you're gonna be a woman but hit like a man and incite this violence, then baby, you better accept the consequences of being a man. That's all I gotta say. Because real women, real ladies don't act that way.
Right, because she could have easily did a Karen, like, let me speak to your supervisor, and do you know I own this airline, or whatever the case may be, versus you gonna get gutter and ghetto and didn't think brother was gonna take you down. I hate brother gonna lose his job, but he probably will lose his job and he'll be judged for that. But I guarantee you she had no business up in his face.
But I also think, all right, because I always think of the glass as half full. Something good is going to come out for him. Watch what I tell you.
Right. Because I'd be like, look, I need anger management classes. I got a family to feed.
Exactly.
I work for this cheap airline to begin with, all of that. So, you know, right.
And then at the end of the day, what's that series on WE called? I snapped.
I snapped. Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, moving on to other news stories before we had to get to our guest tonight.
Well, it's funny when they refer to this artist, but now he's disgraced singer R. Kelly. Apparently, he gonna be another daddy. I was like, when I saw this story, I was like, WTF? You got to be kidding me. But apparently, his girlfriend, Jocelyn Savage, is expecting a baby with our disgraced singer. That's what the media is saying now. Disgraced singer R. Kelly. And I guess she wrote a book, and I guess in her new memoir, she details the relationship with the singer and is confirmed that she is pregnant with his child. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
There was a follow-up to this, and she is not pregnant by R. Kelly. She cannot be, because let's do the math here. R. Kelly has been in jail for over a year now. R. Kelly is not getting how do they say it? Long story short. Right. Okay. So long story short. Right. He ain't bumping and grinding with her. Okay. Now he might be doing something with somebody else right now, but he ain't bumping and grinding with her. Now, I don't know if she called herself the last time they was together saving a little less sperm, but then that sperm ought to be old and dried up by now. I mean, but long story short, she is not pregnant by that man. It cannot be. And actually the attorneys, confirm that they are not. She is not, because there's no way in the world. He's been in jail, I know, over almost a year and a half, 2 years now. So no, there's no way in the world. And he's actually here in Chicago.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, conjugal.
Whatever. No, ain't no. I ain't gonna say it 10 times, but I'm trying to tell y'all, ain't no smackety wackety going on with R. Kelly and that girl. Now he might be dropping his soap now, but it ain't no smackety wackety with him and that girl. Now I'm telling you.
Then I'm gonna ask a dumb question, because I know this.
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people are thinking what I'm about to ask. Why in the hell would she even make this up? I mean, God doggone well that he's been in jail and he ain't knocking your boots. Why would you do this? I mean, seriously. Why?
Well, same way she says she's the fiance, or they were getting married. She still wants to hold on to that connection to R. Kelly. Now, also keep in mind, do you know how much R. Kelly has in his commissary account? And they now are taking that money away from him because he owes restitution. But there's over $500,000 in R. Kelly's commissary account, and those people have stripped that down to, I think they said $500 or $600, because again, what can he buy in prison other than noodles and flip-flops or whatever he needs? And so they're going to use that money for restitution, where he owes for all of this expense and court costs and all that kind of stuff. So there's no way in the world, I'm trying to figure out who been putting money on his books. But there are people who are faithful R. Kelly fans, followers, and lovers, and they will do whatever they can to help R. Kelly. And I just, and again, to each his own. I'm not judging, but that's so interesting to me when there are so many other things that, you could put money towards other than that.
I'm just tired even saying about reporting this story. How about that?
How about that?
I was like, really? You want that? You want that much attention? That's why I think it is. She just wants attention. Have that baby.
Well, as I said to you earlier, a couple of weeks ago, is that fame is what you want. You want to be known in Wikipedia as the last wife of R. Kelly's, or I was there for him. She feels as if, I'm sure it would help her career quite a bit, because of course people would want to give her a reality show or sit down and talk to her. You've got to realize we live in a world now where people's fame is spontaneous. It's spontaneous. We're getting ready to talk to a music legend, somebody who, helped to build an empire. People nowadays, I was looking at something earlier today with a colleague of a young man. You remember the really good looking guy that was in prison, and he was so good looking that when he got out of jail, they started giving him TV modeling gigs and all that kind of stuff. That boy is in a movie now. He's in a movie now. So, I mean, people, we live in a world now where we reward the bad and bougie. People like us, no, we everyday people. It's the bad and bougie that get rewarded. And that's how that works. That's how it works. The girl from his video is now grown and she's going to testify. Yeah, I actually know that young lady's auntie. She was 14 years old at the time that happened, and now she's in her 30s. And I actually know who her auntie is. So that's going to be interesting as well, too. Good evening, everybody. We're so glad that you guys are joining us. Welcome to the Monday night edition of the Real Chat Daddy Show. I am your host, Chat Daddy. So glad that you guys are here. We're catching up on all the news stories since the last time we were on the air. Sitting in the co-host chair is my girl, the one and only Miss Kay Renee of Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge. We just love and appreciate her. We've been talking about everything that we've missed since we've been off the air. Tonight, in just a few moments, we're going to talk to the sister of music royalty. We're excited about this conversation this evening. Matter of fact, every night this week, we're going to have somebody who is musically related or doing big things in music. Tomorrow night, we have a musical guest joining us, and we're just excited. So do me a favor. If you guys have not done so yet, please go over to YouTube, like the Real Chat Daddy Show, hit that bell so you get the reminders. We would appreciate that. Same way with Facebook, the Real Chat Daddy Show, and we can all make it happen. All right, so we're waiting on our guest to pop back up in the green room, and when she gets here, we're going to be able to chit chat and talk with her in just a little bit about everything that's going on. You got something real quick you want to talk about?
Absolutely. Do you remember Blockbuster Video?
I do. Yes.
Now when we grew up, we had video, y'all. We had the CDs or DVDs. We went to Blockbuster or West Coast Video. Do you know at its height, it was 9,000. There's only one left, and it's in Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. Really?
Oregon. Yes, and I remember there was a Blockbuster right on 87. That's where I go get my movies. And now, only one in the whole entire country. And that's
And wait a minute, do you remember what the little cassette holders would say? Be kind and rewind. Remember, you would get in trouble if you didn't rewind the VHS tapes. It's so funny. Do you still have a VHS player in your house?
Yes, I do.
See, okay, girl, I'm gonna send my cleaning crew over. I'm gonna send my cleaning crew over to the Museum of Kay Renee. See that, right? It's so funny when you ask people like, "Do you still have a VHS?" and they go,
"I do."
Oh yeah, I do. So yes, no. Oh, thank God. I'm all CDs now. Thank you. And don't even use those anymore. Don't even use the CD. No, I don't. I really don't. Well, speaking of going back down memory lane, our guest tonight, we are honored to have her here. Kay Renee, did you do some research on this lady like I did?
Oh my goodness. I mean, even though She is representing her sister's legacy. This woman is a superstar in her own right. She is a copyright and trademark attorney, y'all. So when we introduce her, you have to introduce her as Esquire. That's what we're
Yes,
attorneys, right?
yes, yes,
But
Esquire.
Esquire, but she is
Yes.
preserving her beautiful sister, as Art indicated at the top of the hour, her legacy, Miss Sylvia Moy, because Sylvia was the first woman to have a commercial recording studio
In Detroit.
in Detroit, Motown City. She was
Mm-hmm.
the first to be inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. But what I love about her sister, because I know there are a lot of siblings, we're going to talk to Miss Celeste about that. Again, she's a star in her own right. Because let me tell y'all something. If you have an idea, ladies and gentlemen, you need what is called an intellectual property attorney, which means if you want it copywritten or trademarked or registered, you need an attorney. Well, guess what? This is what this superstar does.
That's
May I
right.
introduce Cat Daddy?
Absolutely. So let me tell you real quick, and I'm gonna let you, because you did a great job, darling. You did.
Thank you.
Masterpiece Sound Studios has launched a cover song contest in partnership with Sony Music. This competition is open to any amateur and individual or independent artist, musician, singing group, or band from throughout the United States, District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. I've not heard somebody say District of Columbia in a long time, because we always say DC is just DC, right? But yes, this is a chance of a lifetime. And what you're doing is you're remaking music that we grew up to your own style, your own sound. Ladies and gentlemen, K. Renee, go right ahead and introduce our amazing guest.
From royalty to her own right, Madam Celeste Moy, Esquire.
Yay!
Hello, hello, Chicago. Hello. Hey.
How are you tonight? It is a pleasure. Wait, let me get this so I can put you in the big box and take me out of the big box. How are you this evening?
I'm well. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure.
I did listen to the show. I couldn't help myself. I enjoyed it so much.
Oh, good. Thank you. It's a pleasure. We are honored.
And subscribe myself so I can continue to listen to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. What an honor to have you here tonight. When I got the press release, I was super excited because I'm all about Motown music. I have family who lives in Detroit. We all know the Queen of Soul. Just so many phenomenal people came out of Detroit. And not only was your sister a huge pioneer in the music business, it's amazing how your family is preserving this legacy and helping other people. So we commend you and your family for doing this.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is really, really important to us. And you know, the folks from Detroit and Chicago are like first cousins, right?
Yes, yes.
We spend a lot of time in both spaces. So
yes.
I'm very happy to join your show tonight. Yes, the cover song contest is really part of my family's effort to promote and preserve my sister Sylvia's legacy. And let me tell you, I have 7 siblings. There are 8 of us. Wow. And we formed the Estate of Sylvia Moy, LLC, which is committed to promoting and preserving her legacy. And a big part of her legacy was helping people to know and to understand that good songs can continue to be done over and over and over again in different ways by different people. And that's exactly what the cover song contest is all about, to honor the songs and celebrate the songwriters who wrote them.
Right, right. So let's go back, if we could, just a little bit of how your sister even got started in this. You know, of course, that was a magical time when Motown was created. But how did she even get connected in all of this?
Wow, thank you for asking. Actually, she was a jazz performer herself. That was her true and first love in the music industry. But she was performing at one of the clubs in Detroit one night, and some of the Motown folks were there to see her performance, and they invited her back to Motown to meet Berry Gordy. And Berry Gordy said at her service, he sent a letter, and he said Motown always had great artists, great performers, but they always lacked enough writers to really continue to feed the work that needed to be produced for all of those great performers. So they brought her in as a songwriter, and she was happy to do that. But when she started, she could only write in connection with the men who were songwriters. And you know many of them, Smokey, of course, yes. Holland Dozier and Holland, and Harvey Fuqua. There were many men. They were all men. She was the first. She was the first female songwriter producer. But do you remember little Stevie Wonder?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and Fingertips, which went on for about 3 years because his voice had changed. Well, she goes to Berry Gordy and she says, even though his voice has changed, I think it's not over for Stevie Wonder. Can I have a chance to write for him? And if I write a hit, can I keep him? And Berry Gordy said, Sylvia Moy, you got your first solo assignment. And she wrote Uptight. And it is no coincidence that first song was Uptight, because both Sylvia and Stevie were uptight. Because everything depended on the success of that song. And you know the rest is history. I was made to love her. Nothing's too good for my baby. My baby loves me. My Cherie Amour. This old heart of mine. And many, many more follow that.
Wow. When did you know your sister had took off? You know what I'm saying? Like when you're born and raised with somebody and you know this is their passion and their dream, but when did you know, like, oh my God, my sister is the bomb diggity?
Well, I knew when I was actually in high school when she was writing all these hits, and I knew because I heard them every day on my transistor radio. So I knew, and my neighbors didn't know, the students in my high school didn't know, because my parents were so concerned about not bragging and talking about it too much. You know how parents can be.
Right.
So, but every day I was hearing these songs my sister wrote on my transistor radio.
Wow. And then your sister goes on to open a studio. She is inducted into the Hall of Fame. Let's talk about this studio and just how exciting this has to be, it was before she had passed away, the studio was open, correct?
Oh, absolutely. She actually left Motown in 1973, and she built the studio in 1974. Wow. No woman that I'm aware of even thought about building her own recording studio. But my sister was very, very musically talented. She was a great writer, a great producer, had a reputation in the industry, and she wasn't ready to move to California, and she wasn't ready to leave the music business. So that was her way of continuing to do music that she loved in Detroit, where she lived.
Wow, that is incredible. Go ahead, Kay Renee.
First of all, because not only losing your sister, we just lost Lamont Dozier recently, but what I want to talk about the human side of Sylvia, the sister side. What was it like growing up with your sister, and what were some of the challenges that she faced? I mean, think about it. She was historic, being the first woman. What were some of the challenges that she went through?
She definitely had challenges, but you know what? We're still having some of the same challenges. Women trying to be the first in business or in male-dominated professions. But she certainly had her challenges. First of all, she was quite an attractive lady.
Yeah.
When she was at Motown, all the guys who were also drop dead handsome, most of them, but and she was single. So it was a challenge just walking through Hitsville, USA. Because there were so many handsome men and who were attracted to her, but she wanted to be taken seriously, and she wanted to seriously, do her craft. And so she was charming, but she would just keep on walking and thank them for their compliments and keep on going. She's very, you can tell her songs because they're different. They're true stories. I was listening to your show earlier about all the tragic incidents that have occurred. But if you think about the songs that Sylvia Moy wrote, they're all about love. Music and love and songs about music is the answer to all of these terrible, tragic things that are happening in our communities. I really believe that. And I think that the Masterpiece Sound Studios cover song contest is reminding people of that.
Yes. Let's talk about this contest. Yes. What are we expecting from the people who would enter from this? So are we taking a song that has been out here, because Beyonce is getting all this flack now? Oh, she sampled this, she sampled that. But I feel creativity is what creates new music. So let's talk about what you're looking for in this contest.
Well, first of all, a cover song is not a sample. You're not taking pieces of another song. You're actually taking a song and flipping it or remixing it and making it yours. It's still the same song, the same lyrics, the same melody, but you're doing it in a different way. You can even do these Motown songs that we've selected in all kinds of different genres. You could do My Baby Loves Me as a reggae. You can do a whole lot of shaking in my heart, which is a miracle song. You could do that as a hip hop rap, because listen to the lyrics. It really is a rap. You can do so many of these songs. In fact, all of them in all different genres. So you don't have to figure out what song to do. We've selected 10 Motown songs for the cover song contest. You can select any one of those 10 to use for your cover. And we've also told you, you don't have to figure out how to do it. We've told you you can select any one of these 10 genres to produce your cover. We've even produced tutorials that are on our Facebook and our Instagram page on how to produce a cover in some of these genres. And I am so very happy that so many people have responded and have entered the contest. And we have some incredible covers that have been submitted. Really incredible. Now, there's a couple I'm still waiting on. There are 2 songs in the contest that are duets, male-female duets, Marvin Gaye and Kim Weston. They are my favorites. And my husband and I like to sing together sometimes. But these are beautiful songs, and I'm still waiting for someone to cover those. And I also am waiting for someone to cover, would you believe, I Was Made to Love Her? I'm still waiting.
Nobody has done that yet?
We have had a couple of people do it, but I expected to get more people covering that one. I think that it's the Stevie thing. They can't get the Stevie Wonder version of it out of their minds.
Right.
That may be causing people to shy away, but don't shy away. You can do this song your way. Trust me, people have, and we posted some samples on our site.
Wow, that is amazing. That is so amazing. When I heard about this, I said, how cool is that? Because like you said, reggae, country western, rap, whatever the case may be. I mean, you probably even could do some of this operatic if you really, had the gift or talent to do it, because we've seen, soulful operas, and wow, that's interesting. I wanted real quick to talk about your sister's foundation. which I think is really beautiful as well, too, because that also provides a way for her legacy to live on. Can we talk about the foundation?
Oh, sure, sure. We are, once we get a little back past the entry portion of the contest, we're going to certainly turn our attention back to the foundation, because that was a big part of her legacy as well. And we're going to offer master classes on songwriting and photography and multimedia production and music video production. We're going to have guests from the pre-1978 real songwriters. I think
Wow.
we're going to have them come and talk to people who really are interested in writing good songs that last and can continue to be recorded over and over and over again, about how to do that, and what you need to know in order to write good songs. So we're definitely going to get some young people, some new people interested in songwriting and all other aspects of the music industry.
Okay, well, you guys, K. Renee, before I let you go in with your famous question, go to Masterpiece Sound Studios with an S, you guys, .com/cover song contest. You have until September 5th. So get busy. If you're talented, you're a musician, you're an artist, you know what to do. This is your chance of a lifetime that we're telling you about on tonight's show. I cannot wait. Look, we're going to even give you a platform that if any of these people need to be on a show, hey, we always like to break talent on here. So yes, whatever we can do to help you out, we're here to do it. So you guys jump in this contest. K. Renee, go right in with your question that you always ask our guests.
And before I do it, y'all, for those who want to enter, don't wait till September 4th, y'all.
That's right.
Now. Don't be that CP time. Be that real people time. Enter it now. Okay.
Right. Don't be waiting.
Let me add this, because I don't want to not say this. For a chance to win up to $25,000.
Okay.
Oh, wait now. Okay, Renee, when we get off the air, honey, me and you, girl, right. Baby,
Marvin Gaye and
honey,
and then the 10 finalists will have the opportunity to perform their covers at the Soundboard Theater in the Motor City Casino in Detroit. And the 3 winners will have cash awards and the opportunity to have their covers distributed by Sony Music Publishing. This is a big deal. This is an opportunity for an independent or amateur writer to jumpstart a career. Don't miss this opportunity.
Okay, Renee, you and I have been howling at the moon for the last couple of years. We gonna get that together, baby. We gonna get busy, right? Because this is amazing.
Duets. You all should do one of the duets.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. That's why. Look, we gonna get you busy. Said right. We finna get busy. Look, we gonna end this show as soon as we say goodnight to you and get busy, because this is amazing, right? Oh wow, a chance of a lifetime, you guys. Really, this is, and that's why we're bringing it to you tonight. Go right ahead, K. Renee.
Well, Miss Celeste, it's truly been an honor. And I know Miss Sylvia is just smiling from heaven's landscape. It's so proud of you. And I'm sure she is one of your persons that inspires you. But besides Miss Sylvia, who inspires you, Miss Celeste, to be the best Celeste Moy Esquire this universe has ever seen?
You know what? I really love what I do. I am committed to the songwriters, because most people are familiar with the songs, but they think that the artist that the song was released for, actually wrote the songs. And I know from growing up with my sister, that really hurts the feelings of the songwriters who actually wrote the songs. And so many of these people you don't know, but they are really, really admirable people. They're different than the performing artists, more cerebral, more intense in what they're doing. But I love every single one of them. I'm so happy to use my career as an attorney to help them to monetize their great works. And that's what I do.
Well, speaking of your sister, I see her with a certain person right on your desk. You want to bring that to show the audience?
Yes.
Right there is Miss Sylvia with Mr. Stevie Wonder.
That was taken when she was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Stevie was there, and they actually sang My Sylvia Moy together.
Oh my God. Yes, that is amazing. That is beautiful. Well, we want to thank you so much for being here with us tonight. What a treat and a pleasure. In closing, what do you want to say to the audience? We're going to put the website up one more time, and I'm excited about this, and I cannot wait to find out who ends up in the top categories of this, because this is exciting.
What I want you to know is that we need you to join and enter the cover song contest for a chance to win up to $25,000 and jumpstart your career in the music industry, singing great songs written by really talented songwriters. Don't miss this opportunity.
Wow. Very good. Well, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Again, you guys, it's Masterpiece Sound Studios with an S.com/cover song contest. As Kay Renee said, you have to September 4th. Don't wait till the 5th. Y'all running in the last minute. You can always go to their social media sites. They will show you what you need to do to make it there so it can be seen. I've already heard that a lot of great people have entered, but she's already told you guys they still need more people and more songs that need to be covered. So please jump on this opportunity before Kay Renee and I become superstars. How about that? How about that? Yes. Miss Moy, we love you so much. Anytime you're in Chicago, we hope to meet you, and you're just phenomenal. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, and I am going over to the YouTube channel to subscribe to this one.
Yay.
Thank you. We love you. Thank you
so much. Bye,
all right. Have a good night. You and your family be well, okay?
Thank you. Same to you both.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my God.
Oh, wasn't she fabulous? Oh, I just love her.
I
know. Look, that's our cousin in Detroit who's an attorney. Yes, who's an attorney. Yes, our cousin in Detroit.
We're going to get started, y'all. See, we ain't playing. Watch.
Okay, Renee, this reminds me of, remember on In Living Colors, BB and Reese? And when, right, that's going to be me and you, BB and Reese. Right, we going to be baby, 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 baby. Yeah, we going to, honey, look, we going to get that money. Right, we going to be out of debt. They like, I thought y'all was talk show hosts, honey. No, we singers now. We singers, right? We singers, baby. I got you, babe. Yes, that was great. I got you, babe. Right.
That's
look,
right.
Honey, we gonna do the doggone thing. That was so good. That was excellent. It really was. You guys get in on that. Get in on that. So tomorrow night. Yeah.
Don't wait till the 5th, y'all. I mean, don't turn that stuff in as soon as you can. Don't be waiting till September 5th, September 4th, y'all. Okay.
That's right. Matter of fact, get on the 3rd, because some of y'all, I don't know how to upload it, all that. Yeah. So get busy now.
That's right.
Yes. You all need to be rehearsing this weekend. The Bud Billiken is over. The summer events is winding down. So get on that opportunity. Chance of a lifetime.
That's right.
Right here on the Real Chat Daddy Show. How about that? How about that? Okay. Coming up tomorrow night, we have another musical guest, the one and only Miss K Soul will be here with us tomorrow night. New release, new music, has a listening party here in Chicago. We're going to talk to K Soul about her amazing career. So we'll talk to her tomorrow night, and then we'll cover all the gossip and entertainment we didn't cover tonight. All right, Kay Renee, we need that nugget of knowledge, my darling.
Well, you know, this is Motivational Monday. Even though we talked about this contest, once y'all enter the contest, you got to do one thing. So just listen up.
Okay.
You have permission to rest. You're not responsible for fixing everything that's broken. Ooh. Don't have to try to make everyone happy, y'all. For now, take time for you, because it's time to replenish. Again, this is Motivational Monday. # take time to rest your mind, body, and spirit.
Hey man, I love that. That sounds good. That
Mhm.
really does. Oh my
Yeah.
God. For more information, wait, I can't say it. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. I was like,
You thinking about that
right,
$25,000?
right,
That's what you think
baby.
about.
I'm thinking about look, that lady said 25,000. I'm like, girl, get a microphone. Come on,
Okay,
we finna knock this out.
we
We
gonna knock
finna
this
right.
out.
Right. If nothing else, we'll go viral for it being a hot number. You can sing, though. You really can't sing. Me,
Oh, hey,
baby, I can't carry a tune unless it's
but
in a
we
Louis
gonna help
Vuitton bag.
you gonna carry it
Right,
to him about that for
right,
twenty five
right,
thousand
right.
dollars. You
I'll
gonna
be
carry
like, I'll be like, what you want? Woo, baby, I got it. Woo, what you need? Woo, baby, you know I got it.
Oh,
Woo.
Jesus.
Yeah, I will. Karen's Nuggets of Knowledge.com. That's where you can find more information out about her. For my information, it's The Real Chat Daddy Show. The Real Chat Daddy Show. No, TheRealChatDaddy.com. The show is The Real Chat Daddy Show. I'm TheRealChatDaddy.com. Okay, one of them. Y'all know what to do. That's how we do this. It is
That's how
tomorrow
we do it.
night. Great show. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I saw the season finale of P Valley today.
And I did not.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got time. You'll be able to catch up. We'll talk about it on down the road because I actually teared up. That's how good it was to me.
Oh my.
I teared up because it just reminded me of my life. It reminded me of my life in certain ways. And oh God, it was great. It just really was good.
Okay.
It was. Well, Melda, we love and appreciate you. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Melda.
Miss
Great
Wamelda.
job. Yes, we
Thank
love you, Melda. Yes. Marguerite, we love you, darling. Thank you
Marguerite,
so much. Yes. Debbie Green, is Eva, is she still there? Let me see. Who else do we have tonight? Hey, Helena. Hey,
Candace,
Scorpio
Owen.
Love.
Hey, Scorpio.
Hey, all of you guys. Hey, Joseph, Cincinnati. Joseph, have you been cooking lately? I've not seen any good food lately from you. Hey, Tammy. Hey, everybody. Oh, hey, Frida. Is that Frida from Frida Dance? It is.
Oh, hi, Miss Frida.
Happy birthday, Miss Frida. She had a
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Hey, Betty Jones. Betty's one of our big fans. We appreciate her
Hi,
as
Miss
well.
Betty. Thank
Yes.
you.
Oh, and Nadia over in Switzerland, where's she?
In
Brussels.
Belgium.
In Belgium. She's
Yes.
not feeling well, you guys. So please keep
Send her
Nadia in
lots
your
of love.
prayers.
We're thinking about you,
Send
Nadia.
her lots
All
of love.
will be well. Yes.
Hey,
Hi,
Tamlin,
Miss
we love you as well,
Tamlin.
too. Let me see who was on my other Facebook page tonight so we can give them a shout out. Hello, Taisha. Hey, hello, Lydia. Hey, Bonetta. Love you as well, too. We appreciate you guys. Yes. All right. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, The Real Chat Daddy Show, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Another musical guest tomorrow night. Kay Renee, anything else you want to say to the beautiful people before we get out of here, Hunty?
Now, look, y'all who live in Chicago, just be careful out here. You know, from shooting to folks driving like bat, snit. Stop doing that, okay? Let's just try. We're about to enter into a new season called fall. Let's fall into it with grace. I'm gonna be talking about grace in the coming weeks. Just
you know what? I was a cab rider for a long time, and I am really sad. I love the fact that I have a car and I'm able to get around, but these people are scaring the you know what out of me in this city. Just today, for me to go to my house to where I had to go, there were 3 different situations that were hair raising. Nobody is stopping for stoplights. People are running through things, driving erratic, all down one-way streets. What is it? It's something. Is it in the water? Is it in the weed? What? It's something. It is just, every time you leave your home, you have to plead the blood of Jesus because it's crazy. It is crazy out here in these streets.
Stay prayerful. That's all I'm going to
say.
Yep.
All right. Well, we love you guys so very much. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7. Thank you for all of your love and support. And just know the Real Chat Daddy Show have real people that's talking about real things that can help you out. A chance for you to win $25,000. Where's Baritone? Baritone need to get in on this. I know he's a major artist, but he need to right. Where's my friend Lorenzo? All these baby, get in and sing them Motown tunes. And because Kay Renee and I are going to the rehearsal tomorrow morning. Baby, come on, baby. How we gonna do it? My sweet love, your sweet love.
I like the song. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no mountain low enough.
It ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, you doing your own song. All right. MasterpieceSoundStudios.com cover song content. I'm like, ain't no mountain high and low enough. Okay, ain't no river wide enough. Come on, I can't mess up with Diana Ross. You know that's my mama in my head, right? You know that's my mama in my head now. Don't mess up Diana Ross now. Please, that's my mama in my head now. God rest my own mama's soul, but Diana Ross is my mama in my head. I mean, come on now. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Have a beautiful night. We love you guys. Bye. Good night. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. We out of here. Bye. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Real Chat Daddy Show.